Hello, welcome back to Tarot Time with Andy. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedlys. So Brian Laundrie is on the run, as many of you know, and we also are aware that they did unfortunately find Gabby deceased, and he apparently, Brian, probably many of you guys know the details, but he did go home shortly, and then he went to what he told his parents was the Northport Reserve. He parked his car there. Apparently he was known to go there. It's about 1,000 miles away from his home. He apparently left a note on his car, and his parents saw the note. They left the car and the note there, but then they ended up going back and getting the car. Anyways, the area is very swampy, of 25,000 acres. And anyways, they are on the hunt for him. So we do know he lawyered up. Along with all of that, there was a TikToker by the name of Miranda Baker who said she picked him up. He offered $200 to go 10 miles, but then when he realized that it wasn't the location he thought it was going to be, she said they were going to Jackson. But apparently it was Jackson Hole, which is filled with lots of cameras and whatnot. The other odd thing was they picked him up, or she met him by the showers. So it's looking even more suspicious, like he had just showered off, trying to clean himself up, and not wanting to be around Jackson Hole where there's filled with cameras and whatnot. And also it appears that he was sort of establishing distance from himself from probably where, obviously where the body was found. So it's looking really, really bad for him here at this point. And it's also looking like the parents gave him a couple days head start on the run by not notifying the authorities that he'd been missing for a few days. So he's already had like 3 days of being on the run, now 4 days being on the run, before the parents even notified the authorities that he had taken off. So let's get some information on, I would like to dig in to find out if this is going to end in a suicide or a capture or a death by suicide via cops, suicide by cop, by being so resistant. Maybe there's a shootout and, he allows them to do it. I mean, it happens, okay? You'd be surprised. So let's find out. Here we go. So what is going to end up happening for Brian Laundrie? And then I will have to pull out my pendulum for all the yes and no's, because tarot simply can't do that very easily. So let's find out. Let's just get some general energy on Brian Laundrie and what is going to unfold here. What is going to unfold here? What is going to unfold here? Please be clear, spirit guides and angels. What's going to happen with Brian Laundrie and being on the run? What's going to be the end result for him? The end result for Brian Laundrie. The end result for Brian Laundrie. There we go. The end result for Brian Laundrie is going to be a 10 of Cups in reverse. So it will be an ending closure. It will not be his wish fulfillment, and totally cracked. So that's not looking too good for him. That's looking kind of like it could end in suicide or, being arrested, all of that good stuff. So it's not looking like it's in his favor whatsoever, which I am happy to say that is a good thing. So with the 10 of Cups in reverse, it's family troubles. So his family could be involved also. It's also it's a broken relationship also card. So the relationship was broken. He's broken. Everything's ending up as a broken ending. Here we go. The next card we have here, Queen of Swords in reverse. So I would say it's an ending closure, broken relationships, as it says also with 10 of Cups, with her. He felt she was very cold and calculating female. They did fight. She did leave some scratches on him. She had OCD, according to her. But it's looking like she did fear the abandonment issues, and she did vocalize that to the cops, that she was afraid that he would leave her stranded, which is exactly what he did, so she wasn't wrong. And so, yeah, I think they really just didn't get along. Like my last spread, they were fighting a lot. So she would fight back. She would fight back. So that's how I would view this. She would fight back, which probably was the biggest problem for her. She should have just walked away, dealing with his mental pathology. Sometimes fighting is just not in your best interest. So she did fight back and would go cold on him, and they would fight, and the relationship was breaking up. So that is the energy there as far as that goes. He knows that. We could see it in the cards. The next card here we have here is Page of Wands in the reverse position. So with the Page of Wands in the reverse position, this is someone who is struggling. So he was struggling because they weren't hitting it off. So that is basically how that goes. So he was struggling with her. He felt he could not probably control her or control the narrative of things because it's in reverse. He could, you know, being the Page of Wands upright, this is the one who's the fire starter, the one in control. But it wasn't his van, it was hers. And yet he was locking her out of it here and there. And so that threat of being abandoned was very real. So that would definitely trigger the anxiety in her, obviously. And we also have here Two of Cups in the reverse position. So they are no longer a couple. So where is he? What's going on? Energy. This is just general energy. So yes, they broke up. The relationship broke up. We've got two breakup cards here, and the fact that she would fight back with him and go cold, and he could not control the situation, and he lost enthusiasm as well, and also became low vibration because it's a wand in reverse. So that would make him turn him into a very low vibrational person, which would make him very hasty. They tend to forget details. So he was not super detailed in his crime as far as I'm concerned, and he forgot the details. So this was someone who's not used to doing this kind of thing. And it is not good news. It is negative news because it's in reverse. So it was bad news. The wand's in reverse, and they're not cheerful whatsoever. So he's very angry, upset, not in a good mood with each other. And then we also have here Seven of Pentacles upright coming into the current situation. Seven of Pentacles upright is planning and cultivating. So he had to plan and cultivate something for himself since they were coming down on him. So he had to plan and cultivate something. And it was to do with the Lovers in reverse. Wow. Lovers in reverse. Here we go. He's got that dark cloud looming over him. And the tree's dead. They weren't going to grow together. Very dark, gloomy, gloomy, gloomy. Okay. So very gloomy mood. The final card is right here. Final card, outcome, is happiness for him. The sun. Well, I'd say it's actually seeding the situation, shining a light on the situation is what this is. The sun is shining a light on this entire spread, which is, and seeding the situation. It seeded the situation of what came down was the breakup, the fact that they broke up, and he clearly couldn't deal with it. He wasn't going to let her walk away from him or drive away from him. He was going to drive away from her, and he made that clear in the relationship because she did say that. I'm afraid he's going to leave me behind. So that was an ongoing threat. It has a lot of people were saying it was a sort of a controlling relationship. There was some domestic violence issue. It's kind of a domestic violence relationship. So Six of Pentacles in reverse, a subconscious card, and that is lack of generosity. So they weren't kind with each other. There was no harmony with each other. So this relationship, on a subconscious level, they both knew this was not going down too well here. It is debt. So they were starting to have some money issues, selfishness and struggling. It was one-sided charity. So one side of them was being kind and generous, while one of them was being ornery and nasty. This was going on subconsciously, on a subconscious level. So that was happening as well. Consciously, what was happening? Consciously, what we have here is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. There was absolutely no no harmony between them. They weren't going to create and expand and go further on this road trip together. Totally breaking apart, as you could see. Big gaps and holes in the whole situation and just falling down. Just everything about it was just crumbling. And the energies weren't good together. So selfishness, anger, lack of enthusiasm. So this is a whole breakup spread right here. I mean, an entire breakup spread. And it's like he was not going to let her walk away without being dead. That's how I feel about it. I know he did it, and he's a coward, and he's hiding from it. He's on the run. It's clear as day. So let's find out some more cards here. So that is the general energy. Let's find out, will he commit suicide? Will he commit suicide, or, what's going to happen with that? So let's see what the cards, if the cards will give me a death card. Let's find out. Will he commit suicide? Okay, some of them are flipped over. I'm just going to keep going. Here we go. Will he commit suicide? Will he commit suicide? Will he commit suicide or via cop? So what we have here is the sun in the upright, so it's a seated situation. So the situation is seating, so it's likely. And we have here over the Queen of Swords in reverse. So that would be him becoming cold and angry on himself, kind of taking out quite possibly on himself here with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Queen of Swords also is, rigid, dishonest. So this could be part of his being rigid and not wanting to fess up to what he did. He knows that the light's shining on him, and he does not want to fess up to it because this is a dishonest position here, a dishonest the way it's aligned. So I'm going to ask the pendulum now. Will this end finding Brian Laundrie from committing suicide? Will they find Brian deceased from self-inflicted suicide? Will they find him dead? Will they find Brian Laundrie dead? Will they find Brian Laundrie dead? Will they find him dead by his own hand? Brian Laundrie. Will they find him dead by his own hand? Right now, it's saying no. Will they have to keep looking for him on the run? Will they have to keep looking for him on the run for a time being? Keep looking for him on the run. Keep looking for him on the run. Yes. Yes. Will it go down in a violent confrontation at the end? Will they capture him in a violent confrontation? Will they capture him ever in a violent confrontation? Yes. I'm going to ask, will they capture him alive? Will they capture him alive? Will they capture Brian Laundrie alive? Will they capture Brian Laundrie alive? Will they capture him alive? I'm getting yes. Okay, so I'm getting that they're going to capture him alive. Interesting. Okay, so now let's get some cards on that. So hopefully justice will be served for Gabby's family. A lot of people are saying that he is, that he looks like, Watts. The Watts case. Yeah, he looks like Watts. That's what they're saying. He just so reminds them of Watts. So I'm sorry, I just had to do this quickly. Here we go. Okay, don't want them, I want them facing the right way. Okay, here we go. Let's do a little stack cut here. Let's get some more energy on his capture, energy on his capture, energy on his capture, energy on his capture, capture and arrest, energy on Laundrie's capture and arrest, energy on his capture and arrest. Here we go. Okay, take that one. Here we go. We have here 10 of Cups in reverse. It's not wish fulfillment, and it's broken. So 10 of Cups in reverse. So that's good. That would be basically this. He is. It's broken. He's completely broken, and it's family troubles. So it's looking kind of like the family would be broken up over that. I think this is where I have to ask: did the family give him a couple days to go on the run, where the family helping him to get away and give him a couple days leeway, give him a head start, where the family involved in giving him a head start to go on the run. The family helping him, giving him a head start, going on the run was a family part of it. This is family part of it. It's just family part of giving him a head start. They know what he was up to. Did they know what he was up to? Did the family know what he was up to? No, they did not. Okay, so it's saying no. The family is not guilty of being aware of what he was doing. He probably lied and said, I'm just going to go for a hike. I need to get some fresh air and yada yada. So he's lying to his own family. So let's clarify this 10 of Cups on this outcome in his capture. So it's not a wish fulfillment. It's a 9 of Swords upright. So to him, that would be cruelty. So unfulfillment, it's not a wish fulfillment, and it would be cruelty, according to him. And what else do I have here? I have here, because it's in front of the world, it's completion and success. They would be successful in capturing him. So it's looking like it's going to be a successful capture with the World card. That's excellent. And it's fulfilled harmony. It's going to put things back where it needs to be. Hopefully this is what's going to actually unfold. I really hope this is correct. So this family can get justice and find out all the details, so they're not left not knowing. And we have here the Emperor card, so the Emperor is a leader, somewhat, the Emperor is that father figure, that person who's very reliable and responsible. So that would be, I would say, the Emperor would be probably the police department, I would say. And we have here 10 of Pentacles. Oh, no, 10 of Pentacles. So this would be his father. His father is the 10 of Pentacles, wealthy father. So his father has some money and can help in his defense, basically, is what this is giving me. So his father would help him in his defense and with the conflicts that he's facing. Yes, the 5 of Wands. And it'd be total challenge here. And it is a completion card also, but it's a challenge. And it's all about conflict. So he would help him out. The spirit is saying that daddy here is going to help him out with his legal defense. What else do I have here? Knight of Swords. Yeah, he's going to be very direct and then help him with his words, help him with everything that he needs with the Knight of Swords. This person can be very violent and deliberate cruelty. And that's basically what his son is. But they're naturally going to try and mask and hide that. He's going to want his son to be very deliberate in his defense and that just do it attitude. Let's go fight them. So this is a fighter position. We're going to fight this. Don't worry about this, son. I've got you covered financially. We're going to fight this. And so that's the position there underneath the father. So father and son would try and fight for his defense, is where the energy is saying now. But we have here, and it's shining the light on the situation. We're going to try and win this. Joyful card. So they're pretty arrogant. And the High Priestess card, we're going to keep the secrets. We're going to keep secrets here. So don't tell him anything. We've got your lawyer. Don't talk. So this is how it's heading right now. We also have the Hangman. We're going to take a new perspective here. We're going to take a new perspective on how things unfolded. Basically, probably come up with a lie, go into deep thought here. And then we also have here we're going to cut through this. We're going to cut through this. It's going to be a new beginning, new intellectual beginning with the Ace of Swords. And we're going to have intellectual success here. It's a new conflict. We have a new fight. We're going to fight this fight with fire. We're going to fight this. We're going to fight this, and we're going to cut through it, is what that is saying. So dad's going to try and help son, is what, if he does come out of this totally alive, this is where it's going to lead to. Hopefully that's the case. They do find him, and he does end up having to go through the justice system. versus taking the easy route, and hopefully the parents can get more answers here. Let's do an energy spread on how Gabby's parents are holding out. I gotta feel bad for them. Unbelievable. So how is Gabby's parents holding out? How's Gabby's parents holding out? How are they holding? That's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Poor parents. How are they going to hold out through this? We have here the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is they are going to create and expand. And Three of Swords is heartache, vengeance, sorrow, and divide. He divided their families. He created vengeance on her. He created heartache and sorrow. So they're aware that he is responsible. Under the surface, Six of Swords. So Six of Swords is retreat. While they were on retreat, while they were away doing their adventures, travels, and whatnot, is what that is saying. Let's get to the heart of the matter here. So it's just down to the basics here. And, you know, they really thought that they were a 10 of Cups. They were happy. They were fulfilled. There was contentment with them. And it was a wish fulfillment for Gabby to do this road trip, to do this blogging thing, this YouTube channel she had. This is why she did it, was so that she can go on travels and have a wish fulfillment. And, you know, what he ended up doing was creating a vengeance, sorrow, divide, and by taking her out. So, and that's the end result there. So this is sort of the basic understanding of how everything came about, which is sad, very sad. It's a sad ending, but I kind of already figured it would be that way. She's of loving light now, and we don't need to worry about her. We got to just worry more about the family that's left behind to suffer. So let's get a spirit animal. Spirit animal on, let's get it on him. Let's ask about him. Brian Laundrie, spirit animal. Brian Laundrie, spirit animal. Brian Laundrie. Whoa, there it goes. It fell on the ground. I'm going to grab it. Here we go. Oh boy, I got the cobra. I got the cobra in reverse. Cobra in reverse. So let's see, what does that one mean? Cobra. Cobra is in the reverse, know-it-all and egocentric. So I would say he's a narcissist. He was a know-it-all. He was a know-it-all. Everything had to be his way. The cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. It hoovers and watches, ever protecting, ever loving. Essence of the cobra is found deep within us. It's a teacher. It manifests externally. It likes to guide and lead. It likes to guide and lead. So I would think the fact that she was trying to take control and fighting him on his control, and the fact it's in reverse, it's know-it-all, eccentric, ego, it affected his ego. And she was calling the shots, and they were breaking up. And no, you're not. I call the shots, not you. I'm egocentric and I know it all. So that's why he basically took her out, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Let's get a Kipper cards. Here we go. Kipper cards on Brian Laundrie. Brian Laundrie, his current status. What I have here, he's feeling nothing but despair, as he should. Feeling total despair. And official person. He's afraid of these cops arresting him. Yeah, don't come get me. I'm hiding. Let's get some the dark energy cards. Some more on Brian Laundrie. Brian Laundrie, please be clear. Brian Laundrie, who looks like Watts. Triumph of lies. Yes, he's just going to lie. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It's not my fault. Egocentric. Let's get some energy, some more energy. Here we go. So he would lie, you know, he's going to lie to his lawyers, lie. If he does make it out and manages not to take himself out, which being so egocentric, he just may not. Here we go. He will say that he loved her. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So yeah, his part of his lies, I would say, is that of the love he had, how they were in love. And under the deck, though, I have death. Death, yeah. So basically, he loved her to death, is how I'm going to say that. Either you love me or you're dead. Wow, crazy. It was on the bottom of the deck there. And that is the subconscious thing. So, yeah, you're going to love me, and if you don't, you're dead. Some more on Brian Laundrie. Brian Laundrie, please be clear. Boom, that popped. They were yin and yang, the male and female. They balanced each other. He wanted to keep that going. You know, the male and female counterparts. You know, they were sort of try to balance each other out. They felt like they were sort of, I would say, soul journey sort of thing. It's sort of a very spiritual vibe that they were attaining to, or that he felt he was attaining with this love. Let's get some under the roses, under the roses, under the roses. Here we go. Here we go. And anchor in reverse. But the anchor is a job, and it's anchoring yourself down. So they didn't like to anchor themselves down. That's why it's in reverse, but it was a job. But they didn't stay in one place. So that's why it's in reverse. So they did not stay in one place. They moved from place to place to place. But she was trying to make it her job. They were trying to make it their job. So that is the anchor. What else do I have I can pull? Let's see. Wisdom. I'm going to pull some wisdom here. Sorry, I bumped you. Boom. And there it is. What is it? We have here self-worth in reverse. So she lacked self-worth. She was insecure. So she let the egocentric male take control over her, and she willingly took his lead until she no longer wanted to take his lead and started fighting back and speaking her own truth. And God forbid you should do that. I'm egocentric. I'm the leader. I'm the teacher. And so that's why we have this whole love and death. We are the yin and yang together, and I'm in total despair now that this official person is going to come arrest me. But if he does, I'm just going to do a triumph of lies here, and his father will finance his legal case. And they did not like to anchor themselves down. So that is this spread. I hope you enjoyed this. Poor girl. What a nightmare. What a nightmare for any parent. I really feel sorry for them. Rest in peace, sweet girl. I hope you like and subscribe. Until next time. Bye.